Hey, it's your book hound here, and today we're going to talk about The Killing Hills by Chris Offutt. But first, if you like what you see here, hit subscribe and join us for the long term. We got all kinds of great book reviews and special offers coming out, so we hope you'll stay with us for more. So, The Killing Hills is the first in a series, what the author plans is a series of mysteries or detective thrillers, if you will, featuring a character named Mick Hardin. So Mick is a Army criminal investigator, what's called CID investigator. He's a combat veteran. He's a little traumatized by that, but he's staying in the military. And he's been in the Middle East, he's in Germany and so forth. And he goes home. He lives in the hills of Kentucky in a rural area in a small town where his family has lived for a long time. And he goes home to see his pregnant wife. And unfortunately, it's not a happy reunion. And he ends up going to the cabin in the woods, the cabin where he was basically raised by his father and his grandfather, his pawpaw, as they say in Appalachia. And he gets completely drunk and ends up falling asleep in the woods, which is just kind of an introduction to the character. He's a complicated character. Usually you don't feel a lot of sympathy for someone who gets blind drunk and passes out in the woods, but somehow you're still with Mick Hardin. His sister comes to find him. His sister is the local sheriff, and she is trying to find a murderer. There's a body of a woman, a local woman that everybody knows, has been found dead in the woods, not that far from where Hardin is sleeping off his drinking. And there's something strange about the case, not the least of which is that the local police and even the FBI are muscling their way in on the case, and they don't want her involved, or they don't want her to succeed. Something very suspicious is going on, and Linda wants her brother's help in solving this crime, although he has no standing. He's not a local police officer, but he is a very experienced criminal investigator. So he gets involved. So he goes looking for this killer, but it's Appalachia, and he's a manly man, and he's in the army, so he does it his way, like, of course, that kind of character. And he's doing it his way also partly because he realizes that he's dealing with the real justice system in this part of the world, which is not the police. This part of the world, which the author understands and offers a very rich vision of. That's one of the great things about the book. You're just richly immersed in this world, which is very different from what I'm used to. In this part of the world, if someone kills someone in your family, you go kill them. You actually don't want the police involved. You want to kill these people on your own. That's how you avenge your kin. And so that's how the book unfolds. And so Hardin is chasing this down. He's pursued. He gets into fights. His sister is involved. There's the drama with his wife, which is also playing out. And, overall, this is my impression of the book. Offutt is actually a very established writer of fiction, not of this kind of fiction. He's had a Guggenheim Fellowship. He's a quote real writer, of literary novels. And this book feels a little bit like a literary novel. You feel like you're dealing with character introspection and atmosphere and descriptions of a region. And so the sort of mystery plot is there, and it's good, but you're not really. It's not like a mystery. It's not a real thriller, and maybe that's okay. And the book is certainly an interesting slice of life. And it's evocative of themes that have come up in American life recently. Like if you look at it resonates a little bit with the book Hillbilly Elegy by J.D. Vance, who, parlayed that story into becoming a senator from Ohio. It's a similar way of life in Southern Ohio, where J.D. Vance grew up, to what's really not that far away in Kentucky. So that's what the book covers. It's a certain kind of book. If you like it, I would definitely check it out.